but because I'm so short, I have to keep my step stool handy. All right, so what are we making tonight? Making it with Mary. What are we making tonight? Tonight is going to be a tossed salad. We are also going to make a meat sauce, which I am going to use a little bit of sausage and a little bit of beef right there. And I am going to add in some spicy jalapeno and a green pepper and a shallot in there to spice up that little bit. As well as for my salad, I am going to add one of my own farm fresh hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to get started with that. In addition, I have a large loaf of bread over here that I will make some garlic bread with. So first off, let's turn on the water and get that boiling so I can add my egg. So yes, those are farm fresh eggs that my hens lay here at the farm. So I do use the products here at the property as well as do the work that you see around the farm. Do I have help? Yes, I do have help, but I do a majority of the work that you see. So I hope you're okay with that. Hope that you joined me this afternoon when I was planting seeds. I did get out on the front porch earlier so I could show you the new handrails, the decking, and I planted a few seeds. One of the things here at the farm that I didn't get to start yet was actually making a garden area, so I will be doing potted garden that way and windowsill box style gardening this year. Hopefully next year I will be able to find a section of the property that I'll be able to till and turn over and actually make into a garden area. But the property is coming along really nicely. I'm very pleased with all the work that has been able to be done. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary live here at the farm making some dinner. So let's dig in. I'm going to turn around and wash my hands. Come on along and join me. As you can see right here, this is the windowsill that I use often to open. It's always open. I keep it open so that I can see and listen to the sounds happening here on the farm. There's a beautiful sunset happening right behind me right now. To start off with, I am going to dice some of the green pepper and the jalapeno peppers. So I have a little bit here so that you can see that. I've got jalapenos. So here's my jalapeno. In case you wondered ever, use when you're gripping your knife, you grip the blade, pinch the blade between your thumb and forefinger for greater control over where you're cutting. Just a little tip. I like giving you little tips along the way. So there. So now I am just going to dice it up. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm not an expert. I'm just here sharing with you my dinner. This is going to be dinner tonight. So we're having pasta, salad, garlic bread. So let's get open over this. And yes, I don't have a mandolin here. I do have a mandolin at my Florida property, but here at the farm I don't have a mandolin, so I can't use it to run these items over or to dice. So it is hand diced. It's going to be a little rough around the edges. Thank you for joining me while I dice or cut up some green pepper. I'm going to add the green pepper to my meat that I am going to brown for the sauce. I'm making a meat sauce. But in addition to that meat sauce, I like to have a little bit of vegetable flavor in there. So I also have here some jalapeno. Ooh, I missed a piece. Let's grab that. Now I don't have to cut a whole green pepper, just a little bit here and there goes a long way to get a little bit of flavor. I like to add a little bit of flavor to things. Thank you so much for joining me. You've got Mary live here on the farm making dinner. Making you dinner? Making me dinner anyways. See if there's enough left over for you, neighbor. We shall see. So, I'm just cutting up some of these jalapenos. I do like spice. I do like spice in there. So it looks like the water is boiling behind me. With that water boiling, it's going to be time for me to drop in an egg. Yes, these are farm fresh eggs right here from my own chickens. And they're brown eggs. I grew up with the saying, I don't know about you, but there was always a commercial growing up that said, brown eggs are legal eggs and legal eggs are fresh. So I don't know why, but that's what I grew up with. And the hens that I have lay brown eggs. As you can see, I've got a cream color from my white hen, the hens that do that, and then I have a few black hens, the Asians, they're actually Asians, all black, and they lay a brown speckled egg. So which one should we use tonight? Which one should go with our our salad? Are you feeling like a brown egg or a cream egg? What do you think? What do you think? Brown or cream? Your choice. Time to tell me. If you don't, I'm going to choose it for you. Going once, going twice. Brown it is. Brown it is. All right. So I am just going to take this and lower that down and drop it in the water. All right. Now I'm going to let it boil. Simmer there for a bit. There we go. All right. So now that's going to cook for a good long minute for it to be a hard-boiled egg. In the meantime, we are going to keep chopping up our jalapeno and our green pepper. Now I'm also adding some shallot in there. Now if you aren't familiar with shallot, I actually really like shallot. It's a combination, taste-wise, to an onion and garlic. So it's kind of mixing the two together without having to put both in there. So instead of using garlic in it, I am just going to use the shallot. Peel off the skin and the outer layer, and I'm just going to use the insides. Alright. And again, no rhyme or reason to chopping it. I'm sure if I'd gone to culinary school, they would tell me exactly how I was supposed to chop it. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that will tell me that I chopped it wrong, but I'm the one that's going to eat it. So, hope you are all enjoying your Wednesday. We're on Wednesday, right? It's hump day. So I hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday and having a great day today. For those of you that probably may not be able to see all that, I've got my carrots sticking out and in the way. So here we go. I'm going to cut a little bit more, so we have a little bit more shallot in there. Shall we? Shall we have a little more shallot? All right. Now there is a whole way to do a shallot or a onion, which I am not proficient at yet. It's where you cut off one end, you keep the other end, you peel it back, and you actually slice it sideways and then chop down on the top. Sorry, I'm not that talented with that yet, so I am just gonna go about it the way that I know. Hope you're all okay with that. Oops, and I dropped some on the floor, so I guess that'll be Stella's. Stella, you want some shallot? I'm not sure she's gonna like shallot. Alright. Almost done here with that. And thank you everybody for joining me this evening while I cut up my veggies for the meat sauce. Thank you for following me if you follow me. If you don't follow me, why not? There's no reason to not follow me. There's always something happening here at the farm, always something to do, and I try to share it with you. I try to bring you some of the lighter sides and some of the progress and projects that I do here on the farm. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes I have to have the experts come in, but there's I can do a lot of the work myself, which if you notice behind you, we finally got around today. I was finally able to get my shelves hung. So if you've been following me for a minute, you'll know that we're in the bunkhouse right now, and in the bunkhouse here, the flooring is all done. This is all new flooring, and we went to waterproof flooring. It's a plank design, and all new cabinets. These are hickory cabinets. I did a live where I showed you drilling in the drawers, but I also did a flip down in the front, and I showed how you attach and have that flip down. The doors have the handles, all handles all around. If you've been following me for a long time, then you also know that one of the other properties that in Florida that I rehabbed, I went with 40 knobs. However, here I went with bigger handles instead of the knobs. I believe, I don't even know how many, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the island. 14, so that's 4 over there. 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So 35 handles all together in this kitchen, as opposed to 40 knobs in the other kitchen. Alrighty. So now it's time to brown the meat. I may be a little far away for you. Don't worry. I will get it going and come back to you as soon as I can. But I am taking out half of the sausage here and half of the ground beef here. I will be storing the rest of it. I won't be cooking it all. I will use it again for a different meal. So stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Thank you for joining me, and if for following me. If you don't follow me, again, you should follow me. There's always something happening here with Mary here at the farm. Now, I am only using 1 egg. I don't need more than 1 egg at the moment, so we're going to utilize that. Let's get a spatula going over here, and we're going to pick out half of this meat. There we go. Half of the meat over here, half of the meaty sausage. Now, on the sausages, I went with the ground sausage. All right, I went with ground sausage, not the ones that was already in the links. I could have gone with that, but I always feel so bad peeling back that casing and unstuffing it. So now I just went with the ground sausage. All right, so let's get that going, and get this one going, and break that up. Oops, I want to go with the smaller one. We're going to break this Yes, I am using my hands to break it up, just so it's not big clumps. But I am going to come right back and wash the hands right here. So here you go, washing the hands, and we are good. There we go. And wiping the hands. Now, back we go again to put my veggies right in there with it. All right. Now the beautiful thing about this here is this is integrated with my sink. So if you wanted to, so if I want to, I can actually chop right there on the sink top. However, I've chosen to do it with you instead. So I'm just going to rinse this too. It'll be coming back over right here. I'm going to wipe it down, and we're going to go ahead and just get that next one to go in is going to be the garlic bread. Salad is, I will be tossing almost last. So just hang with me while I get it all going. All right. So thank you everybody for hanging in there with me. So, what can I tell you? What other projects are going on here? The pole barn is up. All excited about the pole barn. You might have seen me doing a swinging Tarzan off of a tow strap that somebody had left behind. I'm adding in a garage off of a portion of the pole barn. That's going to be where the Jaguar sits. So yes, I do have my Jaguar up here in the country. It does roar up and down these country roads. I also have my Jeep. The Jeep I pretty much use everywhere. The Jaguar is just a fun car to have when I can. All right, let's get to cutting my loaf. Here is a large loaf that I am going to put. All right, now it's starting to heat up over here. Starting to heat up. Starting to heat up. Good, good, good. I also want to roll my egg. Roll my egg over. Okay. So we're just gonna brown the meat as that heats up. Right there. So, hoping everybody is having a great Wednesday. I'm gonna put this away. This is going to go, I'm gonna put this one with this one, and then I'm gonna put it, oops. Silly thing has to fall down, now don't it? All right, then I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to mark the date on it. Yes, we're going to put the date on it. So I know when I got it and when I froze it. So I know when it is good to. The little things, the details. All right. So what is today's date? Today's the 10th. So today is 5/10. 5/10. Helps if I have the end part of 5/10. Okay, so that's going in the freezer. Now, I'm going to take out my very long, large loaf here that I can't get my hands around. If I were to take out a tape measure, you know me and my tape measures. I've got to have a tape measure handy somewhere. Yes. So, this loaf is 18 inches long. That's long even for me. So, there's 18 inches of loaf. We're going to butter it and we're going to cook it. So we're going to slice it, butter it, and cook it. With some garlic. Peel that layer back. It's only me, so maybe I'll only cook half. Should I only cook half? There. This is it. that's a new nifty thing too. It's a wooden knife holder, but it's magnetic. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Yes, we're gonna go in half. Did I get halfsies? I got pretty good on the halfsies. Maybe a little bit more on this one. This one's a little bit longer. And then I'm going to slice it right down the middle. Yep, right down the middle. Slice that bread all the way down the middle. Boy, that's a good handful right there. So now, that is going to be, even that is 10 inches long. 10 inches on that half loaf. Flip it open. Let's get them. Oh, I'm not using butter, I'm just using some country crock, some minced garlic, which I'm also going to add some of my favorite tastefully simple garlic. I love this stuff. This stuff is great. It goes on everything or anything that you could possibly want. Now I need a butter knife. Let's grab a butter knife. And we are going to just apply generously. Yes, apply generously there on that bread. Slather it on there. Lots and lots of country crock creamy butter. Well, it's not butter, but it's butter substitute. Margarine. Okay. It's going to be very creamy. All right. Full coverage. Don't skim. Don't do just the middles. I like full coverage. Full coverage on that loaf. So I don't miss any of it. Excellent. That is good to go. Here I am just going to, it has a sprinkle top as well as a spoon. So we're just going to sprinkle it on top. That is the extent. Shake it up. Because it's not just garlic, it has other herbs and stuff in it. So we're going to put that right in there. The oven is already at 400 degrees. So that's going to be ready to go when we've got about 10 minutes or so. And yes, I am adding some fresh garlic on there. That is some fresh minced garlic. So I guess you have to eat it with me because everybody has to have the garlic bread together. So we all have the garlic breath together. All right, so that is just some little bits of extra. So that's ready to go when we're ready to put it in. Okay, so that's ready. Set, ready, set, go. Time for me to stir over here. Let's stir that meat. Let's break it up a little bit. So, thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Live. I know I've got my back to you right now as I am mincing the meat, grinding the meat, chopping up the meat, stirring the meat, playing with the meat, cooking, browning the meat. Go. Okay, all of that is still browning. This is doing well over here. I'm going to turn this down even more. So we got that one going. That could use a little bit more water. I've been boiling down water too much, so I'm going to just put a little water in there. There we go. Turn that back up. Get it boiling again. Put water on for my pasta. The pasta is not going to take very long to cook. However, the longest part of the whole thing is getting the water to boil. So, thank you for joining me tonight here on Making It with Mary while I make a pasta dinner. Yes, so we're having a, oh, I haven't even taken that out of, have I taken that out? I haven't even taken that out yet. I'm going to make a ravioli. And I'm not making the ravioli. I'm heating up the ravioli. I'm boiling the ravioli. And put that over there. And then I have a meat sauce that is currently cooking on the stove. Thank you for joining me, Mary Live, while I make dinner this evening. I'm so happy that you could join me for dinner. Pull up a chair, grab a glass of wine or water, soda, and have a seat while I make dinner. Let's see, what else have we got today? Okay, so that is good, this is good. All right. So, as I clean up, now is going to be, I'm going to take the pasta out of the oven, out of the refrigerator, so don't mind me as I go off screen. I am still right here, and you can see that everything is cooking right there behind me. Joining me here on the farm is a lot of fun. I love you, my fans. I love you, my fans. I love you, my followers. Thank you so much for helping to make my videos go viral. I couldn't do it without you. And some of the Karens, I have to admit, they help me as well. So I don't ever feed into the negativity that goes on out there. I let you guys handle it for me. I just scroll on by if there's something I don't like. That's just me. You've got Mary Live, you know it's me. I'm here live, talking to you. While I'm cooking and while I'm doing stuff, it's going to be hard for me to answer questions. If you have any questions, you can certainly send me a DM. I will try to get back to you about that. However, a lot of the things that you ask are in my bio. So you can go check my bio anytime and see what's going on. Except for my strings keep untying and tying and tying and untying. I have to make that so it's comfortable. All right. What else can I tell you about the farm that's been going on? We've had lots of infrastructure work being done here at the farm. The gate that was manual that is now powered, the crush and run that has been on the driveway and then extending the driveway out to the pole barn, the pole barn that has been erected, the working on a lean-to garage to go with that as part of the pole barn. The animals that are here at the farm are chickens and pigs and dogs and cats and bunnies so far. That's what we've got here. The mama cats I've had 3 different mama cats, each having a litter. 2 of those litters have been rehomed, so thank you to everybody there. A couple of the mama cats are being fixed as we speak, so I don't have any more litters of their barn cats, but there's some tomcats in the neighborhood, so I don't know if you saw all that. I was putting out traps last night, and I did live capture one of the tomcats, so he's feral, and he went to the vet today to also get fixed. So the pasta that I will be heating up tonight is spinach and ricotta and sausage, Italian sausage. So those are the 2 there. So we're cooking, moving right along. Well, it helps if I put the heat on the one that I want to cook. Now, So I don't put the sauce back, I don't put the sauce right in it. I drain that meat first. There is a lot of oils that that build up from the sausage and from the ground beef. I also happen to have here, it's called a grease hero. Here is a grease hero. This little handy dandy thing is when you put it in your sink, it'll collect all the grease. So your grease does not go down your drain, because the grease that goes down your drain, guess what? It clogs your drain. So I'm putting that in where the drain is. And then when I drain the meat over it, that will go right into the grease hero, not into my drain. So let's take that off. We're good there. This is all good. And now I am going to, so I can show you, here is my now pepper, onion, and jalapeno ground beef and sausage. Doesn't that all look yummy? Yummy, yummy, yummy. You want some? I know you want some. Alright. So just gonna pour it right in to the colander. Okay. I am gonna turn this down to low, because I am just going to put the sauce right back in the same pan. I like thick sauce, so I end up having as much sauce as I do meat in there. Tends to be rather thick, but that's the way I like it. I am going to wipe out the grease, any residual grease in the bottom. There. So I've wiped out the grease. I'm going to throw out that. And here I am draining that over the grease hero. So, okay. And I don't have all that much, but I don't want it going down my drain. Okay? So we don't want it going down the drain. So I guess I could have done that right over you guys, so you can see it. It's a little drain hero, and you're just draining it right into there. That's all it is. You're draining it right into the drain hero, so that the grease drains out of what you're cooking, and instead of putting it down your pipes, you don't want to clog your pipes. Then you have to call a plumber. Don't call a plumber, call Mary. No. So instead, use a grease hero. So here we go. I've tossed the meat, I've drained the meat, and here is the meat right here for you. That's going back in the pot along with my sockaroonie. I like Newman's sockaroonie, marinara sauce, or spaghetti sauce, or pasta sauce. There it is for you. All right. Are we all done dripping? Is it still dripping? Can anybody tell me, is it still dripping under there? Is it still oozing out of the bottom? Tell me, is the grease still oozing? It's all slick and oily under there. Yes, it is. All slick. Okay. Now, just to be on the safe side, and we're going to put it right back into the pot that I have it in. Right there. That is going to come over here and get washed up at a later time, after I'm done eating my dinner. In the meantime, here is the sockaroonie that I was talking about. Newman's own sockaroonie pasta sauce. Thank you for the hearts. I love when I get hearts and gifts. I appreciate you, my fans. Thank you for joining me for dinner tonight. As I make a meat sauce. There you go. I was able to do it. I didn't need any assistance. And I'm just pouring the whole enchilada right into there. Now I can also, just to make it a little bit, give it a little bit of, so it's not quite so thick, you just put a little bit of water and add it in there. Excellent. Now that is relatively low. Now it's going to be time. Is this water boiled yet? The water hasn't boiled yet. So we are going to put the bread in the oven. Here is my grease hero. Now this will hold up to 4 ounces of grease. And you can see that it does collect that grease through the top and have it hang in there. It's reusable, so I can use this. And it is also a biodegradable exterior here. So I'm just going to set that off to the side. So that was the first time I used the grease hero. I'm liking it. It wasn't like I was doing bacon. That would be another prime example of when you want to drain the grease out and where do you put the grease? So that's where you put the grease. So it doesn't go down your drain. I can move on to the salad now. Now it's salad time. You can start in on that salad. And so I have some, well, there'll be celery. I have lettuce. Now I did plant 3 types of lettuce today. 3 types, so we'll see if it takes from seed or not. Whether or not I have arugula, butter crunch. Remember I said butter crunch was my favorite? So this is a butter crunch. You may have seen it in the grocery stores. It comes in the little container, and usually it just has a little square of roots at the bottom and a little tiny bit of grass. Of soil. So that is the butter. I also did what's called a Hanson crisp head lettuce. I like crisp heads, so it's I think it's going to be a good match. We'll see. It's got the kind of a ruffly top to it, but it's a butter crunch bottom and side, but it is a ruffly type top. Okay. Now, the other, I have a different colander over here. I was going to use it for the pasta, but I'm also going to use it for my salad, because this is what I will end up tossing my salad in before I... So, I wash it, toss it, and then put it in the bowl. So I'm just going to pick off some of these for me and you for dinner. Just pick off some leaves. Nothing fancy about that so far. I'm not chopping it. I am just peeling off a few of these to make. There. All right. That'll be part of the salad. I have a head of iceberg. This is the standard. I also like iceberg. I think I like all kinds of lettuce. Part bunny over here or something. I like all different types of lettuce. I like the arugula. I like Swiss chard. I like romaine. So I like all different types of lettuce. And this is a really good head of lettuce right here. Oftentimes they're very dense in the middle. You should be able to stick your thumb in underneath to core it. Sometimes it gets stuck and you're like, oh, how do I core that lettuce? Well, you should just be able to stick your thumb through the little indentations and be able to pull that root right out. Rip the root right out of it. Okay. Pull off the outer, more wilty kind of lettuce, and then you can just break it wide open and crunch it. See how easy that is? And same here with this other butter crunch. Just rip it. Rip it, grip it, and rip it. No massaging it. Not this anyways. not the lettuce. There. All right, now we have a nice big salad. Look at all of that. There we go. And this extra I save for Papa Pig. I go out and give the root to Papa Pig. He likes to gnaw on that. He doesn't like the leafy part so much. Stella, you want some of the leafy part? Stella! Oh, Stella Bella! Come here, Stella. You want to come and say hi? Would you like a piece of lettuce? Come here. Come here. Here's Stella. Would you like some lettuce? Don't drop it. She likes to eat on the floor though, so I will put her down so she can eat what's on the floor. And I will go back and wash my hands after dealing with Stella. Thank you everybody for joining me for dinner tonight. You've got Mary Live, Making It with Mary. If you don't follow me, you should follow me. It's a whole heck of a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together and you get to learn all about life here on the farm. I try to make it so you can join me right there from wherever you are in the world. All right, so we're going to put this off to the side. I've got a little trash pile going. I've got a little Papa Pig pile going. I'm just going to keep on adding to this here. I'll rinse it all together and then toss it. I'm going to just take some sticks of celery. Did you know? I think it's celery. Celery. It takes more calories to chew the celery than the celery stick itself. The calories that the celery stick itself has. So it is very healthy for you. Okay. I'm going to, not that you use the bread knife. Where's my, ah, there it is. I'm going to rinse it off. It was just had my peppers and onions in it, my peppers, sausage. I'm going to snip the tips. The tips tend to be the driest part, especially since I didn't use a whole head of this. I did just use the sticks. So, but the sticks are a great snack. I like to have the sticks as a snack. They're not very long. I mean, even before, let's see, even before I snipped it. Did you see where I put it? I swear I just put it back. All right, well, we'll measure this little bit that I got there. So right now, we're only at 2.5 inches. So these sticks are probably only 3.5 to 4 inches to begin with. So, but I like lots of stuff in my salad too. I'm not one to just have lettuce. I like the different veggies, raw veggies in my salad. So things like crunchy, crispy, yummy tasting celery. I don't need a whole heck of a lot of it because it's just you and me. And I don't know what you like, so. All right, let's see. Oh, there they are. So those are only about, all right, they're about 4.5 inches long. Can you see it? See it? 4.5 inches long. And by the time I was done with it, it was 2.5 inches long. All right, let's do some carrots. Same thing with the carrots. I just went with the stubby, already, the carrot, what do they call the baby carrots. Now, the story on the baby carrots, that I understand, as I understand it, I eat as I go. I always have a mouthful of something too. All right. There was a farmer that had some shaped carrots that the stores didn't want. And what they ended up doing was putting it in a little thing and shaving it down, and they called them baby carrots. So that's what I understand that all these carrots are. They're not really a full carrot, and they're not really a baby carrot that they pulled out of the ground. They're just the big misshapen carrots they've actually made into. Now sometimes you will get an end. Sometimes you'll get an end. That's how I understand it to be. I could be wrong. That was the story that I heard. Oh, and see, I didn't have as good a control of that because I was holding on to the handle and I didn't pinch. And you should pinch the end of the steel. Get a firm grasp and pinch it between thumb and forefinger when you're slicing. It gives you better accuracy and greater control over the knife. There. Then we come to my favorite snack. This is one of my favorite snacks. I don't know if you've seen these. These like baby snacking cucumbers. Mini cucumbers. As if cucumbers weren't mini to begin with. These are like the pickling ones, so like pickles. And just to show you, I got some pickles. Some pickling cucumbers. So these are actually pickles, fresh pickles. So here's a fresh pickle as opposed to the cucumber. You can see the difference between them. The pickle is a lot thicker. And so you can get your hand around it, but it is, I could wrap my fingers or hand around that a couple of times. See, the pickle is much thicker than the cucumber. About the same length though. We're talking, what are we talking here for? 5 inches. About 5 inches on the cucumber and the pickle, the minis. I should probably stir over here. We get this all the way down low. Let me stir this. And we are also going to check on, that water is good. That is boiling but good, so we're going to turn that down just a wee bit. I'm going to put a hair. I don't use salt or I don't use salt a whole heck of a lot. There's so many things that naturally have salt in it, and everybody puts salt in everything. To me, it just seems to be a water retention thing. I don't like salt. It's not good for your heart, so I use it very, very sparingly. I only use it to season slightly. I'd rather use pepper and spices like the jalapeno. I prefer that over the salt. But I will use it to make sure that my spaghetti or my raviolis do not stick together. It's just going to be a little bit in there. And again, I'm going to turn that down somewhat. This one is good. That one, oh, well, it's not going to cook if I have it off. That is silly. There we go. And this one, let's see, we're going to turn that up just a little bit so we can get that one cooking a little bit. And so let's get into slicing up our cucumber. All right. Oh, and I should check on the bread. Remind me in a minute to go check on the bread. So again, grip the blade. It'll give you a better accuracy when you're slicing. Slice away from you. Don't slice. I mean, I know you're coming towards yourself. I got that. But always slice going away from you, not back at you. Slice going away. And once I get down to that little piece, I won't be able to get a good one on it. So we're just going to do something like that. And we're going to add it in to our bowl, into our colander. Nope, not going to get a good grip on that. So we're not going to do it. So let's see what the taste is. I haven't tried these pickles yet. So let's see. We're just going to chop this other one up. I know what the cucumber tastes like. I assume that the pickle is going to taste the same because it is just a cucumber. That, as I understand it, pickles were cucumbers. The reason they're called pickles is because they used to pickle in sauce, pickling the vinegar and everything else. They pickled the pepper, or they pickled the cucumber. But I'm going to taste this to see if there's any real difference. little spicy. It has a bite to it. I like it. Now, it's not like I'm going to eat the whole thing right now, but I will slice it up. How far would that fit down my throat? So, I am going to cut up a couple of these and put them in there. And see if you can taste the difference when it comes time. Next, I have some heavenly. They are heavenly tomatoes. Villaggio, Marzano. Great for cooking, grilling, and snacking. So that is me. We're having a dinner snack. Same thing here with these. They're an odd texture. Not texture. They're not round and they're not flat. They're kind of bulbous, but not round either. See how they have a little, it's like oblong. But it's thinner in some spots and thicker, and then it goes down to a point. Very interesting. So, and I just slice them the long way. So, there's that. Great. Now, that's almost all set. We're going to top it off. I also happen to love snap peas. So we're going to open that up, put some snap peas in there. I told you I like a lot of things in a salad. It is not just lettuce and tomato in there. Oh no. And these ones, they are the snap, so they pop on you, and they're crunchy and yummy. Okay. I'll save that one for me. And again, I am just snipping off the very ends of it where it grows on the vine. But sometimes they leave a little bit. They weren't able to trim it all off, so I just peel up. Stella, come have a snap pea. Come on. Here, I got something for you. Where'd it go? All right. Here. Stella, come here. Come here. You want a carrot? Come here, Stella. You want a carrot? You want a treat? Stella says, no, I don't want a treat. You're tricking me. I want some, I know you're cooking meat over there. I want the meaty. I don't want the veggie. I want the meaty. Let me know when there's meaty ready, because I'll eat the meaty. And then I'm just going to snap those in half. Oh, I forgot. I also have a yellow pepper. So I like lots of color and lots of different veggies right in my, and I'm just doing slices. So I'm just going to do some slices. It looks like a little clover only it's yellow. Take out the little membrane in the middle. Don't lick the membrane. It's alright. Just prefer not to eat the membrane if I don't have to. Okie dokie. There we go. So just putting it right on top. And I got this. Because the sink that I have, that Kraus Core workstation, has an inner lip. It's recessed in it. So that's how my cutting board will fit it. I have a drying rack that is integrated with it. And now this is not integrated with it, but it slides out and it will hang on the rim. I could either put it over the top if I wanted to go all the way out, or it'll fit right in there. So as I put it in, I slide it to the size that I want it, I may just slide it out so it fits over the top. There we go. And then we're going to wet it down. There. That should be good. And then I'm going to let it drain for a second. I'm going to mix it. Because when I come back, I don't spin the salad. I just toss the salad. I shake the salad, if you will. Drain that salad. But if I were to do it over towards you, here we go. I can get that in much closer and just see. Now you can see all the good stuff fell down to the bottom. If I get something that's a little too crunchy, the base of it's a little bit too crunchy, I'm not pulling it out. Pulling it out. Okay. Now I would probably pat that down with a paper towel so it's not super wet. Pat it. And let it drain for a second. I'm going to go over and check on the meat sauce and put in our Italian sausage and our spinach ricotta. Let's see, how long does this have to actually cook for? It's only for 4 minutes. So we are at the end, guys. It's gonna be time to eat soon. I gotta clean up some of my mess so you have a place to sit down and eat. Because right now, my entire island is full of stuff. Okay, here we go. Lots of stuff right there. Let that drain some more, see? Lots of stuff there. I'm gonna put this over here. Again, that's for Papa Pig. That all goes to Papa Pig. But I can drain that in there. That right there. Excellent. Okay. So, now, are we ready to check on what's going on over here? Let's see if my bread's ready. Bread is ready. Excellent. So we're going to turn that off. This is stirring. We can stir the, right here, we can stir. Oh, you can't really see me too much. Do this. Ta-da! I can come over here. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Stir the meat sauce. Stir the meat sauce. Yes. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that they wanted to come up with a new product, which was the, I should take this out. Let's take the egg out. That's going to be hard boiled now. I did want to add that. To the salad. I'm just going to lay it on the drying rack for now. And cut open our fresh stuff here. Ooh, and I forgot about it again, so remind me as I go over there, I've got to take that garlic bread out of the oven. Okay, so I have slit the pasta on the bottom. Slit it on the bottom, and I'm going to drop it in and let it cook for 4 minutes. Here we go. Get that up to a boil, go hot on that, and let's take this out. Oh, I need my little tips. It looks like a little puppet, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Here is our garlic bread. Look at that beautiful garlic bread. The bottom might be a little burnt. That's okay. Okay, now my surface over here is not the wood. What you're looking at is a wood top. But what I also have right here is a piece of the inset from the granite. I asked them when they did the granite top, they cut out around the sink. So I asked them, what do you do with the insert? And the section that you cut out. And they said, well, it's just a leftover scrap. And I said, well, if I bought the slab or the pieces, did I buy that piece? And they said, well, technically I think you did. I said, well, can I have that insert? Because I know that I'll use it, repurpose it somewhere. Whether I use it for a tabletop, I could attach it to some legs and make a coffee table or a tabletop out of it. Or right now, what I am using it for is a centerpiece here on the island. It's a leathered granite piece, and it fits the rest of the kitchen very well. Thank you for joining me here, Mary. Mary Live. You've got Mary Live. Now, it is time for me to add the salad back in, but I am going to try to put all the good stuff at the top. So I know I said I was going to toss it, and I will be tossing it, but I like the good stuff at the top to start. There. Because now I have to rinse this out. Because when I do the pasta, I have to rinse that pasta out. Now that only has to be in there for 4 minutes, so we should already be almost up on that 4 minutes. Let's see, can we crack the egg too in the meantime? So, the egg is still warm, still very warm. It'll be hard to slice, but let's get that salad going right there. Toss it. Can you see it? And all the good parts are all the way down the bottom again. There you go. There's your salad. Oh, wait, I have some fresh Parmesan that we can put on the top of it. Woohoo! Come on, you know you want some fresh Parmesan on the top of that. Now, I have to stop and think. I don't normally have salad dressings here, so I don't know what I have for salad dressing. I think it's just ranch. I'll have to take out some ranch dressing. I hope you're all right with ranch dressing, because I don't even have oil and vinegar to give you. Which is normally my favorite is balsamic. Oh wait, do I have balsamic? I have basil oil, chili pepper, garlic oil, and rosemary. Okay, so this is going to be done. I don't want it to be overdone. I know I will overdo it, so I'm already taking that off. Let's crack the egg and see. Let me drain the pasta first. It does not take long for that pasta to cook. So it is going to be, it's already floating, so that is good. Once it floats, it's ready to go. And my meaty sauce is ready. I need a bowl to put my meaty sauce in. So you can add that to your, so here we have the meaty sauce. Meaty sauce, meaty sauce. Are you ready for your meaty sauce? So I'm just going to pour it right in the bowl. There's that. That is also going to go into the sink for cleaning at a later date. And so turn that off. That is off. Let's take this off the stove. That is off. And, oops, I said I had to drain it. There we go. And let's drain the pasta. Draining. All draining. Draining right there in the sink. If I wanted to show you that, again, here we are draining that pasta. Now, so we have our salad. Salad needs tongs, so you can reach in and grab the piecey parts that you want. I have, let's get that out of the fridge. I have some Parmesan. Shake that Parmesan up. There we go. There's some Parmesan for you. Right? Oops. There's some Parmesan for you. I need a big spoon. It'd be better if I had a ladle, which I don't think I have here. I have a big spoon for you to have your meaty sauce. There. Smells delicious. Can't wait to taste it. Okay, let me get a small cutting board. And I have over here the trash. So this is a farm fresh egg. So let's peel it. I'm just breaking the shell, and then I'm just going to peel off the shell right here. And this is an egg from the farm. This is from one of my hens. And there you have it. Excellent. There is the egg from the farm. So farm to table here. All right. Get rid of that shell. And and we can do the same thing. We can slice right into that here. There goes the yolk. Oopsies. There goes the yolk. So if you like the whites, you've got whites. If you like the yolk, you can have some yolk. There. All right. Last, but not least, we're still not ready. We still have to slice the bread. So we have our salad. I won't put the egg in it. Not everybody likes egg in their salad. I will leave it on the side. I like egg in my salad, so I'm going to have it, but I don't know if you like it, so I'm going to leave it for you to choose whether you want to try my egg or not. My meat sauce is ready. Let's get another bowl. I'm running out of bowls. Running out of bowls. Running out of big bowls anyways. And let's put our pasta in the bowl. Here's our pasta for you to pick from. I have you add your sauce as you like it. Some people like a lot of sauce. Some people only like a little sauce. So here, do it yourself. That way you can't complain to the chef. You can complain if it's overcooked or undercooked, but you can't complain whether you got too much or too little. Because I put it all out there for you. It's up to you to take it. Okay, and the last thing is I'm going to slice the garlic bread. So, chef knife goes in the sink. And I guess I can put the cookie sheet in the sink now. It should be all set. And the beautiful thing about using the stone here is I can't put it down on the, I have a butcher block top, so I can't put something hot like this. It's already cooled down. I can already grab this now, okay? But when I took it out of the oven, if I put it down, it could burn the surface. Whereas the granite is made to withstand that, is made to withstand that heat. All right, and now let's slice our, I told you I overcooked it a little bit. I like mine crunchy. I hope you're okay with crunchy bread. The inside's going to be buttery and really nice. And you can always dip it in the sauce. You like to dip your garlic bread in the sauce? Okay. Now, question is, do you want it on a plate or bowls? Decisions. But it's time for you to eat up. And it's time for me to go have dinner. So let's dig in. Let's make a plate. and let's eat. I can answer a couple of questions if you'd like. You've got Mary Live here on social media, and you are welcome to join me anytime. Just follow me and you'll get to see my life here at the farm. Join me on my adventures. Join me on my projects. We're here in the bunkhouse. The cabinets are in. I've painted the island. The pantry is in. New appliances are done. The countertops, my leather granite countertops are in. I went with a single basin stainless steel sink that is under mount and has a nice big long nozzle on it that I could go anywhere, spray as I needed, has a magnetic head so it'll stick nice right there. What else have we done? Oh, most recently today installed these floating shelves. So right here I have floating shelves. You can't really see it, but over in the corner I have more floating shelves. In my breakfast nook on the other side, which hopefully I'll show you maybe tomorrow morning for breakfast. We'll have coffee together. I'll show you the breakfast nook. That also has a long shelf. In the corner over here, I countered, I did one shelf going the long ways and one going the other way. So, lots of stuff. Still needs to be painted, still needs to be trimmed out. So always something more to have happen right here at the farm. Follow me, join me. Let's go on an adventure together. Come on, what do you got to lose? It's always fun here too. We always have fun together. I do take breaks. Oftentimes you'll see me, I will go out and lay on the porch and you get to see me. I will exercise on the porch. Today I was planting seeds on the front deck. There's so many things to do here. We haven't even jumped into renovating the 1800s farmhouse that is on the property. The bones are good, just a lot of work to get done on it. Working on the infrastructure on other areas of the farm first, and then we'll get settled into that. So hopefully you'll join me along the way. I appreciate you, my fans, for joining me and for following me, helping to make my videos go viral. And manja, let's eat, shall we? Yummy, yummy, yummy. We've got the meat sauce, we've got the pasta, we've got the bread, the salad, and my egg from the farm, from my own little hen. Yes. So I can take a couple of questions before I jump in and eat. I should just make a bowl, right? All right. Anyways, that is me. So if you don't have any questions, if you do, a lot of times people ask me stuff that is already in my bio. So go ahead, check my bio out. It tells you on what social media platforms you can find me on the daily. I do go live sporadically. So today I was able to go live twice. Sometimes it's only once a week, but I want to share it live with you when I can. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you. It's been a pleasure being here with you tonight. I hope you, again, enjoyed the meal as much as I do. Time for you to grab a plate and grab your meat sauce. Grab your loaf of garlic and your sausage or spinach. I mixed them together, so you're going to have to pick through it which ravioli you want. I tossed the salad, and we have the egg from the farm. And here, we can always toss a little bit more for you. Oh, maybe tomorrow we can make some chocolate chip cookies. What do you say? I have the stuff to do it from scratch. You can join me, and we can make chocolate chip cookies together. Come on. You know you want to like something sweet. Come and join me. Okay. Night, guys. Great talking to you. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, follow me. Okay, it is all done. Time to say goodbye, good night, auf Wiedersehen.